Always make you smile, always make you smile. Always make you smile, always make you smile.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Latin Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, today I'm excited because we're going to be going to one of the best, if not the best, Colombian restaurant here in Orlando. Now, I want to be honest with you guys. There is a video that I did at the beginning when we first started the channel. I believe the video, I ended up naming it like the best soup to drink when you're sick or something around that. When you come to Orlando and you talk to locals, you're gonna get two answers on what the best Colombian restaurants are. The one we're going to today is gonna be the most popular one, called Las Palmas, located on OBT. As always, guys, because I keep getting the comment recently, all the information of all the restaurants or anything is going to be on the description down below. You're going to have, I'm actually lately I've started to put the website of the place. That way, if you guys are interested in looking at prices, you guys can see the prices there. It'll be the name of the location exactly as is when you want to Google it on Google Maps, and it'll also show you guys the address of the specific location that's in the video. So just for you guys' knowledge, so all the information is in the description below. So I was saying, so when you ask somebody from Orlando that's natively from here, they're going to tell you either Las Palmas, which is where we're going today. It's going to be the most popular one. But there is a place that not many people know, except the people that are very close to the area where this other restaurant is, and it's the one that I did a video for. And I want to do a video for that restaurant in the future to do it justice, because I feel like in that other video that I showed you, yes, I described everything. The food was delicious, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, I ended up talking about how dry the chicken empanada was for like 5 minutes out of the 10-minute video or something like that. So I want to do that restaurant justice, because it really is, in my opinion, another really hidden gem for Colombian food. But enough talking. Today we're going to be heading over to Las Palmas. We're going to have ourselves a bandeja paisa, and we're going to try to see maybe a few other things that I can take a look at and have some delicious lunch and are ready for this. So with that said, enough talking, guys. Let's head out, and I'll see you guys there. What's up, guys? We made it to the restaurant and we're super excited. This is a place that I haven't been here in a long time. Now, as you guys saw, it's actually pretty busy, considering the hour. It's only 1 p.m. right now. It just became 1 p.m. This place opens up at 11 in the morning, but they're open, I think, until either 12 or 1 a.m. I can't remember exactly on the times, but when you look it up or in the description below, go on their website, they'll be able to tell you. With that said, I'm really excited. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and order a bandeja paisa. I'm looking over the menu to see what other options there are, to see if I can order maybe some smaller side dishes. That way I can show kind of a little bit of variety to you guys, because I am on my own today. But yeah, I'm gonna try to look up over a few things, and maybe I order 1 or 2 appetizers, order the bandeja paisa, because that is one of my favorite dishes, and it is, I believe, the international Colombian dish from the country of Colombia. Of course, they have a ton of other things. They have desserts and things like that. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna take a few minutes to look over the menu, and I'll see you guys in a minute once the food is out. So I'll see you guys then. All right, guys, excellent. So we went ahead and ordered. I was looking through the dishes. I got some beef empanada, just so you guys can take a look at it. And I got a bandeja paisa. It has like 5 or 6 different things on the plate. You guys are gonna see it. It's delicious. I think it's like most commonly from Medellin, Colombia, that dish, but it's just delicious. It has like, oh, you guys are gonna see, it has like steak, plantains, avocado, I believe it has a Colombian chorizo. It has other things like chicharrón as well. So you guys I can't wait to show you guys. With that said, the dish is huge. So I was trying to see what other options they might have. Like, I really wanted to show you guys something called pargo frito, which is whole fried snapper. It literally, what they do is they cube the entire thing. Like they They render, not render, but they like cut the skin and basically make little cubes off the skin, and then they go ahead and they deep fry it, and then you get the whole entire fish on your plate, and it's delicious. But I can't order that and the other dish. It's just, it'd be a waste because my wife is out right now. I don't want to bring that with me because it's something that you would eat on the moment fresh while it just came out, and it's like that's when it's best. So I don't want to buy it, you know, try it and then take it home to her and have her eat it like either tomorrow or 6 hours later. It's just anything fried, when you reheat it's not the same. With that said, for the drinks I wanted to order something different. Usually I order either soursop or I order passion fruit. It's passion fruit juice. But today we ordered blackberry juice. I'm gonna go ahead and try it now. Oh, it's cold, it's refreshing. Oh. But so far they served us basically a little plate. It has a bunch of napkins in it. We get three different sauces. And of course, once the food comes out, we'll go ahead and try each one of them. But yeah, right now we're just waiting on the empanada and we're waiting on the bandeja paisa so I can show you guys. Regardless, I'm telling you, the service here is amazing. The food here is amazing. I've been coming here for years. This restaurant behind me, you see a wall. That used to be the end of the restaurant. Like when I showed you guys a span, I'll show you guys again. But that area that I'm showing you used to be it. But they renovated it and they used to make an outside dining area, but it ended up being so popular that they actually closed it off and like extended the building because of how popular this place is, which is, you know, it's amazing. With that said, if you guys are here in Orlando, I'm telling you guys, this is definitely a place to come visit, especially if you like Colombian food here in Orlando. All right guys, awesome. So we got our first little appetizer out. It's a lot smaller than I thought, but with that said, I have a feeling it's gonna be delicious. But it is basically the beef empanada. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. So if you guys take a look at this, I mean, this is literally, you could tell it was just made, just the way it smells, the way it's glistening right now, the way the little oil is like leaking right there. So we're gonna definitely need a napkin for this. I'm gonna take a bite and then I wanna try some of these sauces with it. But let's go ahead and fold this in half. That way we have a little bit of a thicker layer. So let's go ahead and try this out. Now guys, keep in mind I am gonna have to keep cutting every few words. So you might see a lot of little skipping, but it's because of the music. It's just very loud and I don't want this to get copyright infringed. So let's go ahead and try this. All right guys, let's go ahead and take a bite of this. That is delicious. Guys, the outside is extremely crunchy. You can even see kind of like it crackling from when I bit down. You have a delicious piece of potato in there. You have some shredded beef. You have, I believe, some cilantro. Oh my gosh, it all just comes perfectly together. Now we're gonna go ahead and try it with some of these sauces. This green one especially, we're about to try that one first with this. All right guys, this is amazing. Let's go ahead and, I'm gonna dip it because I don't have, it's mostly oil with like, oh, it smells delicious, but it's mostly oil with like different ingredients of herbs and stuff like that and spices. But let's go ahead and we have it on there. Let's go ahead and try it out. Oh my God, that's so much better. It adds a little bit of a freshness to that creaminess of the potato, to that saltiness of the beef, the saltiness of the outside of the empanada, and kind of the greasiness. It kind of cuts through it by adding a little bit of that oil and vinaigrette, especially with the cilantro flavor and the freshness. It just comes together really, really well. It makes it not as rich when you're eating it. It's almost like adding chimichurri. But there we go. All right guys, awesome. The main dishes, I am super excited. You guys, first things first, I'm not even gonna talk. You guys have to take a look at this. Now look at this delicious freaking plate. You have a steak, you have chorizo, you have chicharrón, you have Colombian arepa, you have rice, you have a beautiful sunny side up egg, you have plantains. Also, I could have gotten tostones, but I love plantains, you guys know from previous videos. And then you got this delicious bean, like bean soup that they serve with this. Usually it's just beans, but it looks like they kind of added chorizo pieces and stuff in there, so I'm gonna call it a bean soup. But yeah guys, I can't wait. We're gonna go ahead and dig into this. First things first, let me see if I could kind of tear off a piece of this. Yep, no, I'm gonna need 2 hands. But yeah, let's go ahead and dig in. All right guys. Oh my goodness gracious. I want to show you guys this. This looks amazing. Oh, and I can't wait to try it with that green sauce. All right, guys, look at this delicious piece of chicharrón, which is basically fried pork belly. I'm gonna go ahead and try it first with this, because I already know it's delicious. I don't need to try it on its own, but we're gonna go ahead and try that out. All right, guys, take a look at this. It's delicious. It's nice. It's crispy. The fat is not overwhelming. It's like perfectly balanced because you got the skin, you got some meat, you got fat, you got more meat, you got a little more fat, and then you get the meat at the top. It is perfectly balanced because the fat that you're getting is just this part right here. But this is meat, and then this is a little bit of fat and the crispy skin. This is amazing. This is some of the best chicharrón I've had. Usually the fat is almost the same size of the meat, and it sometimes can make the whole bite just overwhelming. But this is balanced just right, especially when you dip it in some of this nice little mild vinaigrette. It has onions, vinegar, cilantro, and some red pepper. It's amazing. The next thing I want to show you guys is this delicious chorizo. You can see those chunks, that fat. You can see the little ingredients. You can see the herbs. It's perfectly nice and golden and toasted. Let's go ahead and try this out. All right, we're gonna try that on its own. Oh yeah. Oh man, with a piece of this delicious golden plantain. It is perfectly golden on the outside. You have a little bit of charred pieces as always, but on the inside it's nice, soft, and gooey, but it's solid enough to actually have some nice consistency to it versus sometimes like places seem to like either microwave it or something like that to like reheat it, and it makes the inside kind of like gooey and it's kind of gross to be honest. But this is just perfect, guys. Oh my god, yes, these are pan-fried. Pan-fried plátanos, plantains, it's the best thing ever. Better than oven-baked, better than deep-fried. Oh my god. Now, one thing about Colombian arepas, they're very similar to Venezuelan arepas, but for them, they don't put any salt or anything, so they're very, very plain. But that's why they usually have them in a way for you to eat it with the rest of your food and things like that. Kind of like when you have an American breakfast and you have like a piece of toast with no butter or anything. Kind of use it, maybe like dip it a little bit into some of the stuff that you're eating. Maybe dip it into your egg, and it's just delicious. All right, guys, this is one of my favorite parts here. You get this beautiful sunny side up egg. You got some of the rice. And then normally what I like to do, oh no, it seems like they kind of overcooked it. That's not good. But it still has some, so let's just go ahead and help it out. Just kind of get it. It's a little bit overcooked, but you know what? It's still really, really delicious anyway. But get it some of that rice. Get that little piece of egg that we took out initially. Let's try some of this out. All right. Even though it's overcooked, the flavor from that yolk, oh my god. Now it's time for one of my favorite things. Now this is a very thin piece of steak. I did ask them to cook it medium. Basically, they just throw it on the grill, kind of flip it, and it's done. So you can see some pink right here. With that said, I mean, look at these beautiful, super apparent grill marks on there. So you could tell that the grill was extremely hot when they did it. It's still semi-juicy in some parts, but of course, once again, it's a very thin piece of steak. It's really just to accompany your rice, your chorizo. I mean, you got a little bit of everything on this plate. And of course that, which we'll try in a minute. Let's try this piece of meat. It's not as juicy as a big piece of steak, but it is juicy. It's hard to explain because as soon as you bite it, you get a little bit of juices in your mouth, and it's such a small piece that it's enough to coat the whole thing and kind of help bring it down. It's nice, it's tender, you get that charred flavor, you get that delicious Colombian meat flavor, you get some of the rice with some of the egg, you get a little bit piece of the steak. You go ahead and you put it together along with the egg, with the fried egg and with the rice and things like that, and all of it together. Maybe a little bit of the plantain. I'm trying my best to try to balance all this on the same fork. But you get all of this together, and you get the most delicious bite when you go ahead and bite down into it. Oh my god. You get the creaminess from the egg. You get that delicious flavor from, not salty, but you get that delicious balanced flavor from the rice. You get the sweetness and the friedness from the plantain. You get the char and the protein and the beef flavor from that steak, and you put it all together in one fork. The only way it would be better if I had a bigger fork to fit more stuff in it. But I'm gonna go ahead and try this. I wanna try this bean soup or whatever this is. Normally, like I said, it's just beans, but it looks like it's not really soup, it is just beans, but they really season them. They put potatoes, they put, I mean, you guys gotta take a look. So it's not really bean soup, it's actual just beans, but they added like potatoes, pieces to it. They added like, it looks like tostones or green plantains. And it looks like there's some meat and sausage in there as well. So let's go ahead and just get a spoonful here. Let's go ahead and try this delicious piece out. Oh, delicious spoon, not piece. Let's try it. Oh, that just gave me an idea. Oh my goodness gracious. It's gonna make the rice so much better. It's really good. For the beans, in my opinion, it's good on salt, but it's like missing something. I think it's missing a little bit of either acidity or maybe a little bit of shot of vinegar to kind of balance out. It's just kind of enriching. It's a little overwhelming when I eat it. I'm gonna try something. So this vinaigrette that I was talking about earlier, I just want to try it. Maybe it's gonna end up being gross, but I'm not 100% sure if this is what it is. So let's go ahead and try this out. Let's go ahead and mix this all together. I wanted to see if this fixes the flavor that I'm talking about. Yeah, this place is getting packed, so. But let's go ahead and try that out, guys. Way better. It was good before, but it just needed that. I did put too much. Maybe if I put a little less, it'd be perfect. But it is a lot better. You guys can hear the people talking now. I'll try to do a flash ban on like after this. You guys can see, I mean, this place is getting packed. There was only like maybe 8 people before. There's over 25 people in here now. I'm telling you, I came like right a little bit after they opened, so it takes time for them to get kick-started. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, and then I promise I am gonna get dessert to kind of show you that, since I can't get another dish, because unfortunately for us Hispanics, in general, when you order food, you get some big dishes that they give you. So I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, guys, perfect. So that food was delicious, but it's time to go to the dessert as promised. You guys gotta take a look at this. So this is something special that they have here. Normally, this is what most people know. Tres leches. Now this, cuatro leches, because this one has 4 milks. So it has everything that the tres leches has, except this one has caramel, arequipe, that they add to it to kind of add that extra milk flavor. But oh my gosh, look how creamy and delicious this is. Look at the inside, it has the different layers of cake, and it's completely soaked at the bottom, so it's not gonna be like a dry piece of cake. It's got a little bit of this whipped cream here up top with topping. Let's go ahead and try this out. All right, guys, I can't wait. This is delicious, especially after having something so strong and not salty, but you know, you have all these proteins, these fats and things like that. And just to end up with something so sweet and balanced. And the thing is, personally, I like the cuatro leches more because that caramel adds a little bit of saltiness to all the sweetness. And it makes something already perfect that much better. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm getting lost in this because on top of that, the right way, in my opinion, to serve tres leches is you have to serve it when it's almost frozen at the bottom. Either that or it's extremely cold, because then you get that balance of like, you know, the cool whip or the whipped topping or a little bit of that whipped cream. You get a little bit of the caramel, you get the cake, but then on the bottom you get that really cold, like cream, and it mixes all together. And me personally, I just press the cake against my mouth, like against the roof of my mouth, let all those flavors combine, and like, oh, it's perfect, guys. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this place. I really wish I could have showed you more dishes. It's just, they're just way too big, and I don't like wasting food. One thing I wish I could have shown you guys, and I'm gonna try to see if I can find a picture online and just kind of put it on here. I'm not 100% sure if I can, but I'll try to see if I can find it. But the pargo frito, man, it's die for. Along with this, along with the bandeja paisa, the service is great. I mean, the young lady came like 5 times while I was eating, and I'm by myself, even though this place is packed, as I showed you guys. And wow, it's just incredible. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I can't wait to see you next Sunday. Thank you so much. Please hit that subscribe button and that like button if you guys are liking the videos. It'll really help me, and it'll help getting seen by the algorithm gods. I'll see you guys next weekend, and until then, let's just keep on eating.
Where's my